Angry guy here. And Gen Z is aging rapidly. God is punishing them. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, please help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel. If you already have it, liking the video and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. Gen Z is aging rapidly. God is punishing them. I have a bunch of videos for us to check out. We're going to go ahead and jump into the first video, which has really kicked off a lot of this. Basically, there's a black Gen Zer, and well, you'll see what I mean. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. Guys, this is not a joke what's happening here. And as many of you know, I am not fond of Gen Z. Now, of course, I know that there are some decent members of the generation. They are few and far in between. And as such, I don't classify them Gen Z. I classify them Gen X2, as they are morph extensions of Gen X. They've taken on many of the life lessons that were passed on to them from their Gen X parents. And as such, I believe that they should be classified as an entirely different generation, separate from the terrible Gen Zeros. Now, as you can see, these people are aging terribly. This is a black guy, and there's a saying that black don't crack, but you know what, bro, you're doing, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson actually told this man that, he was old, like, bro, like, he thought that he was in his 50s, more or less, or very late 40s. And let's be real, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson looks way younger than this guy. Way younger than this guy. And it's not just isolated to this individual. It's Gen Z as a whole. Let's jump into this video right here.
A lot of conversations have been happening about Gen Z. And the reason why people are speaking about Gen Z is because Gen Z is aging at a faster rate, and it's kind of like a phenomenon a little bit. And so this one sister's going to kind of touch on that. And I want to follow some things she's saying because, I know what the old people said. And the beautiful thing, I was glad to be around the old people now at this age more so than any other age, because everything I see they told me is literally coming to pass. But let's go ahead and roll what this sister has to say.
Y'all are doing too much to your fucking face. All of that retinol, under eye cream, going to get all these different facials. You don't need that. Your body's going to do what it needs to do, when it needs to do it, for your skin. Y'all are doing too much. And I'm going to end the video with my age. I will let y'all guess. Numero dos. Y'all wearing too much makeup. This is strictly for the ladies. Ladies, the f are you doing? And I'm not talking about white people. I am talking about people of color. We were not wearing full faces in middle school, in high school. We weren't wearing foundation every single day. We had mascara, lip gloss, and eyeliner that we wore under our eyelid. The bottom one, right? On our waterline. We weren't doing all that shit y'all be doing. And if you didn't know it already, makeup ages you the fuck out of you. Quickly. Next, we weren't eating out every day. Y'all are literally filling your body with all types of these, I'm gonna just say like synthetic foods. That has all these. We weren't eating McDonald's every day, baby. We were not eating Chick-fil-A every day. We were not eating out every day. Our parents would not allow it. Nor did motherfuckers have money. Where do you think Do You Have McDonald's money came from? Came from our era. We weren't eating out every day. We were eating home-cooked meals, yes. What? Y'all eating Chipotle every fucking day. Y'all out there eating Chick-fil-A every single day. Y'all eating Taco Bell every single day. And I'm not going to sit here like we didn't have our fair share of bullshit. Like we would fry bologna. We would, eat Hot Pockets or the TV dinners or like Lunchables, sometimes. Even that was a luxury. The little mini charcuterie board, Lunchables. But, to the extent that y'all are doing it, we didn't do that. Ladies, this one is strictly for you. Nobody was walking around with a lace front wig on. Nobody was walking around period with a wig on. You know how quickly you would have been fired up? Because you look crazy. They would have ate us the fuck up. Even people's weaves back then was looking a little raggedy and taggly. Y'all over here, 22 years old, don't got no fucking edges. We have questions. There's no reason you should be in middle school or high school really with a wig on at all.
Now, of course, I shortened the video because the video is much longer than what she was talking about. But actually, she's 38. She's a millennial. So millennials, from what I see, is not aging like Gen Z. So why Gen Z is aging so fast?
We were talking about this last week, and the saga continues. Gen Z is having a collective meltdown. They're having an existential crisis about the fact that they're getting older. They can't handle it. I think that millennials went through something similar too when they realized that they weren't the young people anymore. Because Gen Alpha, the iPad baby generation is coming. They are going to be in high school in only a few years, which is really scary to think about. That's scarier than Gen Z getting older, is the fact that the iPad baby generation is quickly entering the adult world. But I found some TikToks from Gen Zers talking about how they're getting read as older than their age. So this is the source of the Gen Z aging like milk situation.
I wonder if part of it is like my generation, like right when I was growing up, like in my mid-20s was when Jay-Z released 30's the New 20. And there was like this perpetual need to just not, like a part of it is also like, my generation just seemed to never want to relinquish the idea that they were young. It's like that trend when people say like, when you realize this year is we're closer to this decade than we are to this decade. There's like this pathological fascination with the idea that when my parents were 20 years old, they were married, had 3 kids, a house, and 2 cars. Me, I need to not buy food this month so I can pay rent. Like there's this perpetual, it's not an infantilization, but just life has prevented them from growing up, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, and we were talking about this before. It's not an anxiety about aging necessarily, although some of it is focused around vanity. A lot of it is just like not reaching basic milestones in life that you expected to reach by a certain age.
Yeah, like people have like they used that when we talked about that topic where like the View hosts were talking about this, and they basically said like they're owning homes at a less frequent rate by certain ages and stuff like that, and all of the markers that we used to have for adulthood are now different than what they were back then.
Yeah.
But they also, like our generation also loves to engage in nostalgic hobbies. You know, they've got the things that keep them young, which prevent you from maybe the idea is that we haven't really shifted the idea of what it means to be an adult. Maybe that's just the problem.
Mm-hmm. They're being incentivized into extended adolescence.
Like I'm 37, and I've never really thought about aging. Like I guess I had such a tumultuous time, like in my mid and late 20s.
Guys, this man is 37 years old, and he still sounds like 16 or 17. 37. He's not, guys. What is going on here? What is going on here? Something is very, very strange. And the woman that we saw earlier, the black woman, I thought she was like a 28-year-old millennial. This woman is 37 years old. 37 years old, bro. What is going on with Gen Z? She was 37. This man is 37. Something is wrong. Something is wrong with Gen Z, and as you can see, you know, it's guys, they're cursed. They're cursed. They are cursed. You know, there has been the long-standing thing that, like, you know, black don't crack, but guys, you can see what's happening with even the black Gen Zers. They're in shock right now. They are in shock. They're in absolute and utter shock. Like they can't believe this is happening. Like, this is a 37-year-old man right here. And he's not the exception. He is the standard very much. There's a channel that I watch called Spawnwave. And Spawnwave is pretty interesting. You know, the host of the channel, the guy who runs the channel, his name is John. And John looks really, really good for his age. How good for his age? Well, let's just peek at John for a moment. So I'm going to show you John. Like, this is John from Spawnwave. John is not as young as you think he is, right? Spawnwave John, age, right? So how old is John? Was born in 1987. December 28, 1987. John will be 37 years. He's 36. He will be 37 years old this year. John will be 37 this year. And if you listen to his voice, like, well, listen, I want you guys to just listen to this guy's voice very carefully. Let's listen to his voice for a little bit.
Guys, welcome back to Newswave. So with Nintendo Switch Online, of course, Nintendo adding different systems as they've gone through this generation. One system in particular, though, has been brought up a couple of times, and based on some trademarks that have been spotted, of course, has brought it back into the conversation, maybe for Nintendo's next system.
So that's the sound of John's voice. That's what John sounds like at almost 37 years old. And this is what John looks like at almost 37 years old. Something frightening is going on. Something very, very frightening is going on. Okay? These people are not aging. And it's not just Gen, it's not just Gen, not just the millennials. Oh no, it's also Gen X, as we can see, like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is not aging the way he's supposed to age. Absolutely is not. He is absolutely not aging the way he's supposed to age. Like, this guy looks way younger than his age. Even guys like Joe Rogan, way younger. Mike Tyson's almost 60 years old. Okay? He's almost 60. Something is going on, guys. Gen Z is cursed. Like, they are paying for some real sins. Real honest to goodness sins. Like they did bad things in their lives, and they are now paying for those sins. I mean, guys, if again, just all you have to do is compare. Like for example, like, you know, I loved Power Rangers. Growing up, I loved Power Rangers. And, you know, let's talk about the Black Ranger. I can show you some of the other Rangers. They all look young. Unfortunately, Jason David Frank is no longer with us. He looked absolutely amazing up until his exit from this world. But let's talk about the Black Ranger that was portrayed by Walter Emmanuel Jones. Walter Emmanuel Jones, and I bring him up for a reason. He was born, and I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see it. Walter Emmanuel Jones was born in 1970, all right? He was born in 1970. So there it is on the screen. He was born in Walter Emmanuel Jones, okay? Also known as Trey Emanuel, is an American actor, martial artist, singer, and dancer known for playing the role of Zack Taylor, the original Black Ranger on the hit television series Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. He also appeared in the successful television series, whatever. Okay, and he was born November 30th, 1970. This man, this man is 53 years old. Are we, how is this absolute? He will be 54 soon, 54 this year. And you might say, oh, well, that's an old picture, right? That's an old picture. Okay. You think that's an old picture? Let's hop over to TikTok. And let's check out TikTok. This is him. This was from 2023. This is 7/21/2023. This is him at 53 years old. 53.
Walter, it's great running into you, man. What's up, man? Here at Comic-Con 2023. How are you enjoying your experience so far?
You know what? It's the same as it always is. Lots of love, lots of people, lots of costumes. Just the energy's crazy, all right, brother.
But, you know, a lot of people thought they weren't going to see celebrities because the actors strike, so it's a pleasant to run into you, man.
Well, you know, fortunately, my show is a show that's been running for 30 years. So that's a great thing. And it was non-union, so it doesn't affect the union.
Dude, what are you working on lately? Is there anything new and exciting?
You know, I'm working on a music project. I got a new music project under the name Trey Emanuel. And Trey Emanuel music project. Got my first song out. It's called Dance. Guys, check it out. It's on Spotify, on YouTube, on Apple Music. And follow me on my...
Bro, this is a 53-year-old black man. This is a 53-year-old black man 53, moving into his next stage of life. Do y'all really see what I'm talking about right now? Okay? Y'all see what I'm talking about right now? When I talk about Gen Z and how just unbelievable Gen Z is. Like, Gen Z has been cursed. There's a curse upon Gen Z for their evil and wicked ways. John, this is almost a 37-year-old white man. Almost a 37. 37. Guys, Gen Z is cursed. Gen Z is cursed. You need more evidence? Let's check out this video right here.
Age?
I'm 24.
Are you single?
I am.
Why do you think that is?
I'm very picky with men that I choose to date, and I have high standards, so I'd rather be single than be with someone that I don't respect or want to be with.
So describe your perfect man to me. How much does he have to make?
He has to make at least as much as I do.
Which is?
Ballpark, 100K a year.
How tall does he have to be?
I'm 5'4", and I wear heels a lot, so I would say at least 5'11". He should be able to provide for a family. So if I am pregnant and I'm sick or going through something, he should be able to take care of me and the kids. That's kind of the expectation.
But realistically, at 24, do you want to have a kid right now?
No.
So why would he need to be able to provide for a family?
Because I date to marry.
Now, guys, as you guys can see, this woman claims she's 24 years old. 24. But guys, look at what she looks like at 24. You know, I was looking at the comments for the video, and dudes were saying in the comments, yeah, this doesn't look like 24. Guys, there's so many of these young women who say they're like, oh, I'm only 22. Bro looks like 52 years old. I'm not joking around, especially when they end up homeless and they can't afford their makeup anymore and all that other stuff. Like, they literally age 20 to 30 years. Just like that. Like, if a 22 looks 42, that's good for her. Like, that's pretty good for her. If a 22-year-old homeless Gen Zer looks 42, she's doing all right. Like, she looks like a good-looking 42-year-old. She's doing all right. That's how bad Gen Z is right now. That's how bad Gen Z is right now. Guys, Gen Z is aging rapidly, and God is punishing them. I want to know what you guys think regarding this in the comments. Let's talk about it there. If you're enjoying this content, help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already have it, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Let me know what you guys think in the comments regarding everything we discussed here today. If you agree that God is punishing Gen Z, like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.